honor the veterans, what they obviously did during the course of their service and what they've done since they've come back to the community. It's humbling to come down here and to be with them today. And I look forward to sharing time with them on Veterans Day as well. But I just I'm here to say thank you to them for all their contributions, for their sacrifice. It's I still believe we're the greatest country in the world, and it's because of their sacrifices and their work.
I mean, it's very important that we thank our veterans, not just on Veterans Day, but not the days just leading up to Veterans Day, but every day. It's important that we recognize the work that they've done for our country and, to keep us safe and to keep our liberties the way that they are, especially, with the horrific events that happened in Afghanistan earlier this year. This year and this day is very special and very monumental to a lot of residents here in Abington.
Thank all of you so much for being here today. Just to look in this room and see some of the veterans, the Abington veterans, that have sacrificed so much and served our country, it really means a lot to me. I hope today that you feel honored for your service and sacrifice that so many of you have not received. I had a list of things I wanted to talk about and appreciate.
Did you write it in crayon?
Did not write it in crayon. But from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you for your service. I can't stay behind the podium, I'm sorry. Not yet, I'm sorry. Pat, it's an honor to have you. Pat, aka Skinny, is our last World War II veteran here in Abington. 100 years old. So thank you, sir, for being here and honoring us with your presence today. So many of you were forced to be here and to come. So I appreciate that. I know as veterans we don't always enjoy being recognized or honored or thanked for our service, but it's so important. I know so many of you have held on to deep hidden scars through your entire life since you've been in the service and have not gotten the thanks and appreciation that you deserve. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for your service. Yeah, I didn't realize what I was getting into when I started this job here in Abington and how incredible the community is and the people and how much they support veterans. So I'm so grateful to have such a support team here in order to be able to do my job, so thank you. Sorry, a little emotional, I apologize. Thank you to the students that are here today, and just the volunteers that have made this today happen, so I really appreciate it. I'm going to turn this over before I keep rambling on to my friend, the Dr., Reverend, Commander of the American Legion, Christy Coburn.
Thanks, Adam. Let's join our hearts and minds together in prayer. God of peace and love, we pray that your spirit of goodness and joy will be with us today as we honor and give thanks to our town's veterans and all veterans. When the need was greatest, these brave men and women stepped forward to defend our freedom, and for that we are eternally grateful. Help us today in the midst of this challenging time in our history to give proper honor and appreciation for those who've served the cause of freedom. In the name of peace, let us join together and say, Amen.
Amen.
Hi. So those who know me pretty well, I just wing my speeches because that's who I am. Thank you all for coming. We always have honored our veterans every year. And I thank Adam because putting this together was amazing with our vendors, our volunteers. I'd like to definitely put a huge thank you to my staff. My staff really stepped up this week to make this happen for all of us. And I love them. So we're honored to have you, Skinny, who always orders me around sometimes every time he needs a table. Kind of, when you need a table, you order me around to get one. And I'm honored for you to be here, and I'm honored for all the veterans. I want to point out, we have we've always done Tell Me a Story here. And if you want to eat, you're going to have to tell me some story. So I always tell, my father was a Master Chief in the Navy. I was born over in the Philippines. I flew a plane at 4 years old because he was a flight instructor. He did a lot of things in his life that have always been touched by veterans and the service that they did. And they do. They still do now. You guys are not retired from anything. My brother went to Annapolis, so it's my heart goes into the veterans. So I'll ask you, if you have a moment, to go into our corner room and tell me a story. Tell me your name, your branch, and tell me a story, any story, on your life in the service. I had the opportunity, my son is now in the Army, graduated from college, now he's in the Army. Thank you, very proud mama here. And I had the opportunity, because he is stationed for 4 years in Hawaii. Wow. So I did have the opportunity to go to Pearl Harbor, and I have some pictures here that I took. They're not great, but I took them and I blew them up. So if you have an opportunity, please take a moment to see these pictures. I also have this thing where Frollo School a million years ago had a luncheon for our veterans when they came back from the war. So if you recognize anyone, put a little dot, put a little number, put a little name by it. I'm sure, Skinny, you're in this picture somewhere. I'm not sure where, but I'm sure you're here. But we have opportunities here at the Abington Senior Center with the young and the old. So I want to introduce you to these wonderful 8th graders who want to honor you. And they came down, and they just love to come down and see their seniors, and I know their grandparents and their great-grandparents, if they're honored with that, to tell their stories. So here we go.
Hello, my name is Ava Williamson. On Veterans Day, we come together to celebrate the heroes that serve and protect our country. Veterans Day to me is a day to be thankful for and honor the men and women that sacrifice their time to provide us our everyday freedoms. They say that freedom isn't free. I know what they mean by this. Military service men and women have had to sacrifice their time and risk their physical and/or mental health, and sometimes even their life, in order to ensure the safety of our citizens of the United States of America. It is important to acknowledge and appreciate these sacrifices, such as spending time with their loved ones, working jobs, raising children, and the normal day-to-day moments that we all take for granted. These moments would not be possible if it were not for our veterans and active military servicemen and women. My Uncle Taylor is a veteran. He serves multiple tours in Iraq, and he often tells us stories of his experience overseas. Despite the many hardships he's endured, he always speaks highly of the time he spent serving his country and is very proud to be a former Marine. I want a moment to say thank you. Thank you for protecting us, protecting this country so that we may attend school and enjoy small happy moments with our friends and family. Thank you for allowing us to live our lives just as they are, for life would not be as it is today if it were not for our veterans. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is David Sutton. I'm here today to tell you what Veterans Day means to me. Veterans Day is the day when we can thank all the people who serve our country in the military. Veterans Day to me is when I can thank all the people who risk their lives to protect the country we all live in. Today, to me, it's a day of remembrance for what these brave people have done. So I just wanted to say thank you to all our veterans for their service to our country.
Hello everyone, my name is Andrew Van Leeuwen. Veterans Day represents to me the sacrifice men and women have provided for our country. Having a family member who has passed away in the Vietnam War, my family and I have great respect for those who serve our country. These men and women have great bravery to lead their loved ones and serve our country. And to this, I'm thankful for all the brave individuals in front of me. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Elsie. Hi, I'm Abby. We are here to share what Veterans Day means to us. Veterans Day is a time to thank the people who are serving for our country and protecting us. We can also remember people who are harmed from the war and how hard they had fought for us.
My cousin is a part of the Marines in Louisiana, and I am very thankful every day for her and everyone else that also fights to keep us safe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Savannah. I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to speak today about Veterans Day. Veterans Day is a day for all of us to remember and appreciate the people in our country who have served or are currently serving the United States of America. They protect our freedom and rights while risking their own lives. It is easy to get caught up in everyday life and forget about our veterans. I think it is important that we have a day dedicated to remind us just how lucky we are to live in a country where so many people are willing to risk their lives for us. Veterans often have to move away from friends and family. They usually miss special events and holidays. Veterans could be stationed in other countries for weeks or months. Sometimes they are in dangerous war zones. And sadly, they come home injured sometimes. Thank you to the United States of America veterans. I appreciate you on Veterans Day and every other day.
Good morning, everyone.
I am Mia Day,
And I am Miranda Bacon.
and we're here to talk about what Veterans Day means to us.
Veterans Day is a time to commemorate the sacrifices of the many people who fought in wars and lost all normality in their lives in order to defend our country and our homes. Without your courageous actions, we would not be happy, healthy, and free, and would not be in the place we are today. You risked everything for the welfare of our country, and for that we thank you. Because of your courage, we are able to lead the lives we choose safely and freely.
Veterans Day is a time to pay homage to brave souls who have served in the armed forces. People who have served in the military have lost time with family and friends, but in turn created a better, safer home for everyone in our country. Your fearlessness has given us an environment where we can thrive and has created a safe space for future generations. We would like to thank you for your time and bravery for protecting our country and civilians.
And for serving our community so we can live a safer, more secure lifestyle.
Thank you.
I don't know where Suzanne went, but my name is Allison Sullivan. I'm the state representative for this district, and it is an honor to be here and to be in the standing line of all the veterans that came in today and being able to clap and honor you all. I know she said story time, so story time is here. I am a granddaughter of a Marine veteran and a Navy veteran, and we lost my grandfather earlier this year. And I'll tell you, knowing what Veterans Day was something that was in our household from a very early age. I can't thank you all enough. My sister served. I remember sending care packages, and I don't know if everyone knows that Christy Coombs is here as well, and she's done care packages for our troops for 20 years? 20 years. And I was able to join her on several occasions on doing those care packages, and when my sister was deployed, I sent several care packages to her and her fellow troops. So I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to the 8th graders who came out today to make sure that our veterans know that they are honored and they're not forgotten. I think that is very important. So thank you all. Enjoy the food. I know they did a great job. Sorry I took your role a little bit.
That's okay.
I
was busy.
Yes. She's putting out fires over here, this one. And I want to thank the staff of the Senior Center. You guys do an amazing job day in and day out. And can I just give one more thanks to Adam Gunn? I mean, what a fantastic enjoy your food, and then hopefully I see you on Veterans Day while we all walk in that parade and honor all of you.
I'm really surprised at what's going on, you know. I never expected all this to take place. Usually come up here once a month and just have a small discussion with some of the veterans, that's it.
To see the flag hanging there, it was overwhelming. I'm still trying to, can't swear on this, can we? I'm still trying to keep my crap together. Because I was breaking down out there. I had a hard time even just taking everything in. Never had anyone clap for me. I never thought I did anything special when I was in the Navy. I remember swearing in Boston. I had to climb over the protesters to get into the building so I could get sworn into the Navy. And then when we got back, I was on a cane. I had just had my first knee surgery, and rushing through San Francisco International Airport after being away from home for 2 years and having this girl jump out in front of me and calling me a baby killer and spitting at me. It took me a long time even to talk about that.
Well, today was a complete surprise. I got called, but I was on the way to the doctor's appointment. But the doctor just called just before that and said, cancel and change the date. So I just didn't want to have to guess it. Bob called me up and I came right down. I almost died when I came through the front door. That was a fantastic. That was one of the best things.
I knew that they were going to greet us because we had met with Adam Gunn and about other issues, and he had kind of explained what was going on. But I got to tell you, when I walked in, I had totally forgotten about that, and everybody cheered us and clapped us. It was beyond comprehension. I just felt so appreciated and loved, and it was just unbelievable. It was phenomenal.
The luncheon was great. It was really nice. It was nice of the Veterans Agent and the rest of all the town officials and the Senior Center and their staff to enable this to happen. I think, you know, it's really nice to acknowledge what the veterans have done, and it's very nice. I appreciate it.